Welcome, baseball fans, to the Buster Ball Podcast. I'm your host, Billy B. So the Giants are off to play the Dodgers in Los Angeles. And last night was quite a surprise. The Giants pulled it off. Trevor McDonald was really good, and he was able to beat Roki Sasaki pretty convincingly, really. I think the final score was like 9-3 or 6-3 or something. So the Giants did really well. They kind of pulled things together and got it going on. So in game 2, Hauser is going to take on Yamamoto, and that might be a little bit a different game for the Giants. So Hauser's got a 6.19 ERA through his starts so far. So in just over 30 innings, he's striking out fewer than 5 per 9. So his command's been loose. His velocity's kind of ticking down. And frankly, the 2-year deal the Giants gave him was predicted on that 2.10 ERA with the White Sox last year. So, things are kind of... I like Adrian Hauser. I think he's a good pitcher. I think he'll probably get a little better. Let's hope that ERA thing and FIP number start working better. So, Yamamoto, just on paper, he looks a lot better, a lot more dominant. So I think the Dodgers are going to win that one. Probably, I'm going to say something like 6-7. Hauser probably doesn't get out of the 4th inning. Anyway, so then game 3 is supposed to be really cool. That one's going to have Robbie Ray and Shohei Ohtani. So Ohtani carries this wicked .97 ERA. He's only allowed 1 earned run in 18 innings through his early starts. He's got a 7-pitch mix: 4-seamer, curveball, sweeper, splitter, sinker, slider, cutter. It's really crazy. He's like a pitcher with no holes. So his whip is around .8. His xFIP is still super elite. It's probably around 1.5. So he's super good. And his numbers are historically great. We're probably potentially watching the best pitching performance through the first 6 weeks of any season in modern baseball history. And the Giants are throwing Robbie Ray at him. So Robbie Ray, to be fair, he's been pretty solid. He had 2.76 ERA this season with a 3-win, 4-loss record. His second half issues from last year, that 5.5 ERA and the walk rate jumping are real concerns. But through 7 weeks, Robbie Ray's been, like he was back in 2021. Good command, good strikeout numbers. His FIP last season was 4.67 in the second half. That's the cliff we're watching for. He goes deep into the hot summer. That FIP regression could materialize fast. So look out. We want to keep that FIP under control. So against Ohtani, it really doesn't matter. The Giants lineup is posting a 310 team weighted on base average against right-handers is not really going to beat Ohtani. He's pitching at a level where the matchup is almost irrelevant. Ray could throw a gem and Ohtani could still be better. So game 3 is going to be probably the Dodgers. It's going to be a pretty close game, probably, a 2-0 or a 3-1 type of a game. But anyway, and you got to remember, too, Ohtani's a hitter, and actually he's been a little bit of a slump lately, but, it's crazy. The guy's a freak. So game 4 is going to be Landon Raup and Emmett Sheehan. This is the rubber match of the series in terms of who's fighting for what. So Landon Raup's quietly been the Giants' best starter this year. His 5 wins, a 3.09 ERA, and his strikeout to walk rate is pretty solid. He profiles a legitimate mid-rotation arm. He threw 109 innings last season, and the question this year is his durability and whether his stuff holds up as the workload climbs. His FIP is a little over 3, so he's for real. And Sheehan on the other side is a 2-win, 1-loss, 4.79 ERA. His strikeout to walk is excellent. Apparently a 21% differential, but his home run rate is elevated at 1.7 per 9, which is a problem at any park. So that means he's going to give up some long balls. So maybe Devers and Schmidt can jump on that. And so that's what we're going to go with today. I'm gonna say that's the Giants win in a close one here. I think the Giants are going to split this series, and it's going to be a good deal for the Giants. So let's hope that works out. Thanks for listening. Go Giants.